Hello ladies, blokes and non-binary folks, it's Ant here, and today I'm going to try and play a bona fide classic of a game. Believe it or not, I don't think I've ever played the original Doom on Mellow Gaming, I think, maybe. And this is the PS1 version. I might have played, did I play the SNES version? Nah, I don't think I did. Doom, PS1. Great game, great game. The PS1 port is one of the best. Like, every single console port that was around, let's load inside. Every single console port that was around at the time did like different things, different levels. Some of them had different level structures. Sometimes enemies were missing, music was different, things like that. None of them are like perfect Doom ports, but they're all unique and interesting. And if I had more of them, I would, you know, consider playing a bunch of them on the channel as a series, maybe. I do have the SNES one, but it doesn't work well on the Retron 5 if I remember properly, and my SNES isn't ready for recording stuff. So let's just jump into a single player game. I was going to do Ultimate Doom, but you know what, let's do a level I'm familiar with. Was it triangle to attack on this one, wasn't it? This is a thing the PS1 game does, you may know it straight away, it's all a bit yellow. It's because they have a lot of sort of like location based lighting on the PS1 version that like other versions didn't have. I'm not even sure if the PC version had it at the time. Right, these things here, there is some differences here. There's like two pillars, a pillar either side of these stairs normally in Doom, in the early versions. I mean nowadays you're kind of spoiled for choice, so if you've got the Switch you can play that port of Doom, which is basically the original PC game, like perfect conversion of it. I do love this old PS1, just using basically a shading effect. You'd walk into a sector and the you know, the game code would tell the console this area is red, so turn everything red. Really easy to do on sprites and stuff. It's just basically changing the gamma levels of the graphics, the sort of the red, blue, green balance. Which buttons use? Circling it. Yeah, there it goes. Going. Right, here we go. Oh, there's blood on the floor. Scary. Kill all them. Really good aim. Right, is the bad guys going to drop down? There's usually an armour pickup here, isn't there? If I remember rightly. It's a bit moodier and darker, this game. Isn't there bad guys around here? Shouldn't there be bad guys around here? I don't know. Grab some armour. Is there armour over the other side? Oh, shit. Oh, good aim. I think one of the things that's endured with Doom, and loads of people like, you know, love the twin stick shooters and they like all the, you know, the analog control and stuff, but what I think I like with Doom is that a lot of the aiming is just automatic. It's very simple to just jump in and start shooting away at stuff, you know, and avoid enemies. It's a very straightforward sort of approach to, you know, shooting things. It's a shooting gallery. There's a secret over there. Do we want to try and get it? What was the run button? Square? I think it's square. Or is there a gap behind there? I can't remember. It's toxic. We shouldn't jump in the toxic way. We should find something, you know, decent still. And there's a secret. Let's grab that. Don't need the shells just yet, but we might as well grab them. Is there a pinky down here? It has been a long time since I've played the PS1 version of Doom, to be honest. I had a quick go on it a few weeks ago, but yeah, it's good. Square, right across. Wait, grab that. Is there someone in there? There's someone in there, wasn't there? Was that what I was looking out through the window a minute ago? But it is just like this game's endured, man. Like so many like different ports still happen today. It's like every couple of weeks another like bit of news about some conversion of Doom that someone has come up with happens. Like recently, I think the most recent one is that someone's done a version of Doom that does voxelized graphics. So all the enemies are now like three-dimensional sprites. I was really doing a bad job of avoiding that. I wanted to blow that up. I wanted to blow a thing up. But yeah, they've voxelized the graphics on Doom. Some modders have, and just basically made all the sprites and everything three-dimensional. Like, not polygonal, they're like three-dimensional, like objects. It's really smart. It's a clever thing. I feel like there's There's some sort of bonus I'm missing somewhere. It's very dark. Maybe I should have turned the brightness up a little bit. I don't know. Here's the exit. Oh, enemies? No? No enemies? Nah, we're good. Let's pick up some health and some armour, because we're going to want that. I'm not going to do a ton of levels of this, because, you know, it would be a disaster. I wanted to play something that I know I can play. After, like, you know, what was it, last week playing Hot Wheels, which I played that fine. The recording was just messed up. The colours are all messed up on it. It's basically because the game runs in HDR, whether you like it or not. You can't turn it off on PC. No, he's coming for me straight away. I saw him on the left, on the right. It plays in HDR whether you like it or not, and the only way to turn it off on PC is to turn off the HDR on your TV, or your monitor, or whatever. Oh, there's a bad dude. I want to blow the barrels up. I like blowing barrels up. So yeah, I should have turned off the HDR on my monitor before I started playing Hot Wheels Unleashed last week. Open up. I want that. I want to come in here and get the armour and stuff. Ammo backpack. Yeah, what does that button do? Does a thing, doesn't it? Can't remember what. But yeah, so basically it recorded, like, Shadowplay seemed to record the 10-bit colour depth part of it, but not the HDR part of it. I opened this up, didn't it? So we got like a bunch of the extra colours, but when it hit the point where those colours would go into the high dynamic range, like, as far as I could tell, it wasn't coming through. And it's weird, because in Premiere Pro, when I was editing it, it looked absolutely fine. Like, really did look much better. And YouTube can handle 10-bit colour depth. It just, yeah, didn't work out well when you put the video up. Especially if you watch it on a lower resolution, it looks wrong. But that's why last week's video looks a little bit weird. I was kind of tempted to remove it, but we may as well show our mistakes. Someone might learn. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. Whatever. Rambling. We need a red key. Boom. See, it's red. They haven't put a colour map on this bit, so it doesn't light your gun up red. I guess you're not exactly stepping inside it. There's a door over here we could go down, isn't there? I can't remember which way you're supposed to go on this level. This game runs really well on PS1, doesn't it? It's nice and smooth. What was the oh, change weapons, isn't it? L2, R2. Come on, where's the bad guy? Ah. Haha. If you were around in the days when Doom was a thing, it was nuts. Every platform had to have Doom, and if they didn't have Doom on it, they had to have a clone. Like, there was a whole bunch of Doom clones on the Amiga. Oh, that's what that switch does. It opens this up, doesn't it? Any bad guys down here? Good range on that shotgun. Oh, Doom's scary. Really scary. Getting shotgun to the face, mate. But yeah, I remember on the Amiga they were trying to get a version of, people wanted Doom on the Amiga, and the closest you got, I think, was a game called Gloom, which I don't think many people remember now. And there was another one. I feel like there was another one that was, can't remember what it was called, but Breathless, which was the one that everyone was like, oh, it's a Doom beta, because Amiga owners, you know, famously delusional. But nah, it was fine. It was fine. We needed a yellow key for... No, that's not a yellow key, is it? That's where we came in. We're just going to go through here. Boom. Ha ha ha. Whee! But it's a classic. I have the SNES version. I think I've still got the Game Boy Advance version, which is one of my faves. I like the Game Boy Advance version. It's the little port that could, isn't it? You could say that about the SNES version as well. But I think the Game Boy Advance version is one of the first ones to get mostly accurate, like, level layouts, if I remember rightly. This one's pretty close. This one's not far off. It's just little changes here and there. Is there a secret door along here? I feel like there's a secret door along here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a drunk. Probably shouldn't use the chain gun on this part of the game. Should probably say that. But, you know, we're not playing for completion, are we? We're Ah, jeez, wasn't expecting that. At least there's health in here. Oh, there's a switch, I can't get to it. Oh, there's a chainsaw up there, I remember that. Because you get shot by these guys if you don't come in here and kill them. This is the way the graphics work on this game. I mean, I know this has probably been explained a whole bunch by people, but the graphics on Doom are two-dimensional. If I can press there's the map. The direction I'm pointing in, the game's casting out a cone of rays in that direction, and it will scan what the game tells you is what the game tells the ray to pick up, and then it just places the objects down in front of it. No polygons, just lines of data. It's just drawing vertical lines of what will be there. It's really clever stuff. Murder them all. But yeah, really clever how it works. It's basically the same way that the original Outcast did its graphics, its voxelized graphics. But that would use height maps and stuff like that. Turn around. Where's the bad guys? Bad guys come out? No? Okay. I usually expect bad guys to come out. Doom does that a lot. Doom 2 especially does that a lot. I think that's just a choice of which direction you want to go, isn't it? I always feel like there's an extra secret somewhere. Suspicious of walls. Killing them all and letting God sort them out. There's no God here though. But yeah, what's your favourite Doom port or your favourite Doom game? I think there's a lot to be said for the F32X version. It runs shoddily and everything, but the music's amazing, and it's not a bad port of the game considering it was made in a couple of months. The Jaguar version's pretty cool. The 32X version's fantastic except for the music. How much more of this should we play? I don't know how long I've been playing for. I've only done 2 levels though, and I'm not rushing through these. I'm not trying to get the par times on the levels. But Doom's just a lot of fun, isn't it? I mean, obviously nowadays you can just download that recent port. Well, I say recent, it was a few years ago now. But the port they did for Switch and all that, which is a spot on perfect port of Doom, especially after they fixed the frame rate on it, because the original Doom on PC ran at 35 frames per second because PC monitors had 70Hz refresh rates, and so when they ported it to the Switch and everything, they kept the 35 frames per second, which isn't ideal because modern consoles and stuff display at 60Hz. It's a bit of a weird choice they did, but they fixed that. They made it run better. But yeah, you can get that. You can download mods and stuff. You can play what was that game John that John Romero went and did? There's like an entire new game using the Doom game engine. Ah, they blew up. They're fragile. Just getting into this now. I kind of want to play more PS1 first-person shooters because I think there's a lot to be said for them. I know Kev, our buddy Kev, is a big fan of PS1 first-person shooters. I've got Alien Trilogy over there. I've got a few others. I did have Quake. Wish I still had my port Quake. Quake on PS1 is just brilliant, like superb. Quake 2, I should say, not the first Quake. Nothing that way. Ooh, I'll have that. Let's put a switch. What does that do? Can't remember. I'll have that. Lift me up. Oh. Where's that one room where you hit the switch and then the wall behind you opens up and like a ton of bad dudes come rushing through? That's got to be around here, right? I'm sure it's this stage. What's in here? Oh, shooting gallery. Oh, shooting at me. That is not on. Nah, stop it. Oh, fuck it. We'll get them later. They're being mean. Yeah. Quite like Doom 64 as well. Especially that, like I say, the newer port they did recently. I've got that on Switch as well. That's a fantastic game. lot more puzzle-like, the levels. There's usually some sort of thing you have to solve to get through the level. And you come back here. See, it automatically aims up. Classic Doom. Right, is it worth me seeing if that comes down? No, it doesn't. Right, it was worth jumping over there, I guess. Oh, could do with some lights being switched on. God, it's so dark in here. It's very spooky. It's not like this on a lot of ports though. There's no lighting whatsoever on some of the Doom ports when you go into areas. The SNES version doesn't really have much of it at all, which is understandable because it's a Super NES. It's a miracle that game works on it. I was watching Digital Foundry did a interview with the guy who developed it. Here you go. Here's that room I was waiting for. Oh, yeah, feck you. He's basically saying they were lucky they got the 32X, Super FX2 chip, because if it wasn't, the game would have run at half the frame rate that it did on the Super Nintendo. Because the Super Nintendo port only ran at like 15 frames per second sometimes. It was pretty slow, but it's still somehow quite playable, I find. Where was the blue door? I don't know, it doesn't say there. There's a load of blue. Whoa! Oi! Oi, leave me alone. Is that a pinky? That's a pinky. God, this area's dark. Jesus. Might just turn the brightness up on my TV. Gee, well, at least this is going to save the save on MPEG compression a little bit when the video goes up. I feel like there's going to be a switch in here. I don't think this room's essential though. I think this is just like bonus room. How do I get out of here? Oh, there's a door. Hang on. Oh, that's the bit that was moving up and down that the bad guys came out of, wasn't it? God, you really can't see anything in here. Is that the way out? That's the way out. Right, have we been through that door? We've been through that door. Blue door's over here. Okay, I remember now. I'm gonna get some health. No, don't need the health. Where was I? I don't know where my train of thought was going. Don't want to go across that way. This is the way we have to get out. Like a bridge comes up over there. Whoop! Haha, got him as the door shut. I've got zero tolerance on my Mega Drive as well. That's a neat first-person shooter on the Mega Drive. Probably what other PS1 FPS games I have. I'm sure I've got a few more. I don't want to look over that direction though, because I'll be off the screen and the monster will get me. Big scary monster. Oh, that comes out the same way. Okay. This does run nice and smoothly, doesn't it? Right. Oh, there's one I need to get. It's Dark Forces. Star Wars Dark Forces. Absolutely fantastic first-person shooter that. And the first one that allowed you to look up and down. Crazy, huh? It was God, dodge all that. Oh, we're not building the path up. I haven't got the exit. Oh, that's not. Is this the real exit? Is this the fake out exit? But yeah, Dark Forces use the same graphical methods as this, like raycasting and everything. But it let you look up and down to aim and stuff, which is quite neat. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, here's a real exit. I didn't raise the bridge then. There is a bridge you can raise in that middle bit and get across that gap. I think that's enough Doom for today, innit? We've done 3 levels. I've given you a little bit of history of Doom because this knowledge is just in my head. Because it's Doom. It's a great game. You can play on everything. Someone made it work on a pregnancy tester. It's insane. Anyway, thanks for watching. You know, I'll catch you next time. This video's the first video in the new United Kingdom where we have a king now. Where is it? No, the Queen died last week. That's fine. Forget that what I said. Anyway, who cares anyway? Catch you later. Hopefully getting Paul over in a couple of weeks' time, so he can play some video games and gives me a few weeks of not having to worry about recording Let's Plays and I can concentrate on other stuff. But also, catch you next time. Like and subscribe. Honk if the Queen is dead. Bye.